Good evening, everyone. Welcome to game two of the New York Yankees Cleveland Guardians play by play. Welcome to game two. Let's see what the Yankees are going to do today. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Game two of the Yankees Guardians series, it will start here in about 5 minutes. So let's see how the Yankees bounce back from last night's game. Last night's game, as I talked about in the pregame, not exactly a great game. The Yankees did try to fight back, but they did fall short. But let's see what they do in game two. They got to win today's game or tonight's game to avoid losing the series. But how is everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's keep the channel growing as always, folks. So let's talk about it. How does everybody feel about this game? I did put out a poll, so make sure you all go vote in the poll and let me know how you all are feeling. Looks like so far I got 2 votes, 1 over and 1 under. So let's see what as we get more votes, what folks say. So game should start here shortly. The play-by-play will begin here shortly. I'll get that play-by-play ready just so we can get the game cast ready. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Raven Poe? How's it going? Good to see you. Have I seen you before? I feel like I might have, but if I have and I don't remember, I do apologize. But what's going on, man? I've been good. How are you? I feel like your username is familiar, so I do apologize if I don't remember. But how have you been, man? How's life treating you? And we got Chris the Flash in the building. What up, Chris? Raven Post says, yeah, it's been a bit. Okay, for sure. Yeah, the name looked familiar. I always try to remember usernames, man. I really do. But I don't always remember. So I do apologize. But yeah, man, but good to see you. All right. What up, Chris? What up, Desiree? What's up, girl? How you doing? We got Frederick in the building. So we got one of the Jacobs in the building. So we'll see if the other Jacob makes an appearance. But shout out to all of you in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe. Share this channel out. Greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Make sure you all vote in the poll, too. I want to know what you all are thinking for Will Warren. All right. Raven Post says, you've just been super busy, bro. Hey, man, I understand. You ain't got to explain it. I totally understand. It happens, bro. It happens. I mean, sometimes life catches up. Chris, mine was good. You know, just pretty. It was just a chill day for me. Frederick, I don't know. You tell me. Are your Guardians going to win? Are your Guardians going to win? So. Desiree says, nah. She's coming through and saying no. Not winning. Tell them, Desiree. But the game should start here in about a minute. I will get the game on here. I'll get the game cast on the screen. And we'll do the play-by-play. It's a fun time. You know, it's a fun time doing the play-by-play. Of course, you know, but they're announcing the Yankees batting lineup or starting lineup: Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, J.C. Escara, Oswaldo Cabrera. That is your starting lineup for the New York Yankees. They are going up against Tyler Bybee of the Guardians. He is your starting pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, and he is Tanner Bybee, not Tyler. Sorry, Tanner. He's 1-2 with a 5.85 ERA this season. And he is warming up on the mound right now. Judge hitting a bomb first inning. Yeah, he's one of my home run predictions there, Chris. He is one of my home run predictions. So let's just hope that does end up being the case. All right. But let's see what the Yankees bats do tonight. Once again, I hope they're able to answer back. Guardians defense in the outfield, you got Steven Kwan, Angel Martinez, Nolan Jones. In the infield, you got Jose Ramirez, Brian Rocchio, Daniel Schneemann, Carlos Santana. That is your infield. Bo Naylor is behind the dish. Kyle Manzardo is DHing. So that is your Guardians defense, folks. What's up, Bradley? Stephen B is in the place. What's up there, fellas? How we doing? Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. And we are underway as Ben Rice will lead things off here. And the first pitch to Ben Rice, that is popped up to left field. That ball is going back, still going back. And that ball is gone. A leadoff solo home run for Ben Rice. The Yankees are on the board, 1-0. Let's play that siren. Let's go. Hold up. Let me find that siren real quick. So first pitch, 105.1 on the exit velo. Folks, it's leadoff home run here for Ben Rice. First pitch, and that ball is gone. See you later. 1-0. Welcome back, Ben Rice. And now we have the captain, Aaron Judge, on the mound. All rise for the Judge as he pops one up on the first pitch, and it is out of play. So it's an 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. Do what you got to do there, Sunil. What's going on, man? Ben Rice hits a solo home run. Here we have Aaron Judge as he takes ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Ben Rice is excited as he could be, man. Showing him all pumped up. So it's a good feeling. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Bybee, and it is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bybee is setting up here. And here's the pitch. And Judge gets a base hit here. He is on there with a single. So the captain gets a single. He is on first base. That'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Vic Carapaza is your home plate umpire. They say he is neutral. So he's not neither pitcher friendly or hitter friendly. He's neutral. I'll take it. And here we have Cody Bellinger. So runner on first, nobody out. Yankees have a 1-0 lead on a solo home run by Ben Rice. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger fouls off the first pitch. It is 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. Hey, little man Petruzzi. What's up, little man? How you doing? Yeah, Al. Nice start for sure. Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. And he misses with a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger. Runner on first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first on a Ben Rice home run. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. As Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. Bellinger fouls that one back, still staying alive. Looks like it's 59 degrees in Cleveland. Looks like a nice day. Doesn't look like the wind is blowing as hard as it was yesterday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bybee sets. And throws over to first. Almost threw it over Santana's head. First throw over there. What's up there, Ronald? Hey, man, don't be making fun of my head, and I won't call you little man Petruzzi, all right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger strikes out looking for out number 1. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. What's up, Ken? How's it going? Beagle is in the building. Thank you, Beagle. At least somebody supports me around here. Jeez. Got some haters in the chat, man. But here we have Paul Goldschmidt as he takes strike 1. 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt so far, 372 batting average, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, an 886 OPS. He's been off to a great start so far to the season. Great glove at first base. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Paul Goldschmidt. And here's the pitch from Goldschmidt. It's a grounder, and he does hit into a double play. So that'll end the inning. Goldschmidt hits into a double play. And we are going to go to the bottom of the first, but the Yankees are on the board with a solo home run by Ben Rice. So there goes I predicted 2 double plays. There's number 1. Let's see if they get 2. Petruzzi says, drinking hater. Nah, you're the one drinking the haterade, bro. You're the one always coming in here hating, bro. Oh, man. But the Yankees are on the board. It's a 1-0. It's a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first coming up. We're in a commercial break. Will Warren will take over pitching duties here in the bottom of the first. Let's see how he does today, folks. Let's see how he does today. Let's check this poll real quick. Let's see what the folks in the chat have to say. So 13 votes so far, and 62% of you have said that he is going to pitch. He's going to have over 4 strikeouts. Cool. Yeah, Ace should fire you. Ace should totally fire you. And the Cleveland Guardians lineup, folks, it is Stephen Kwan, Nolan Jones, Jose Ramirez, Kyle Manzardo, Carlos Santana, Bo Naylor, Angel Martinez, Daniel Schneemann, Brian Rocchio. That is your starting lineup for the Cleveland Guardians. What's up, Brad? How's it going? I'm surprised Brad's still walking. With all that sitting he does all day, I don't know how he walks. But here we have Will Warren, done with his warm-up pitches, and Stephen Kwan is leading things off here for the Guardians. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 count to Stephen Kwan. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And he misses with that one. It's a 1-1 count. What I thought that was a strike personally. But he called that a ball. Yeah, Kwan Ramirez Manzardo. As Kwan fouls that one off, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, hard guys to control there, Ken. Those guys always find a way, especially guys like Kwan. He is a firecracker. Nolan Jones is waiting on deck. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stephen Kwan. And Kwan pops that one up to left field, and that ball is fair. It drops in fair territory, so he is on there with a leadoff single. So Yankees defense, outfield, you have Jason Dominguez, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge. In the infield, you have Oswaldo Cabrera, Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Paul Goldschmidt. At the dish, you got J.C. Escara. Ben Rice is DHing, and Will Warren is on the mound, folks. And Nolan Jones is up to bat now, so runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch, and this could be 2. There's 1. There's two. No, they only got the runner out at second. So Nolan Jones is safe at first base, but the Yankees do get one out. They do get Quan out at second, and Jones will be on first, and that will bring up Jose Ramirez. And Warren sets. Here's the pitch. That is called a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jose Ramirez. We have one out here in the bottom of the first with a runner on first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. 1-0 count to Ramirez as Warren sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and no strikes now to Jose Ramirez. Warren sets. Here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jose Ramirez. So 2-1 count. Will Warren throws over to first to check on Jones. That is his first throw over. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first, bottom of the first. Warren sets. And here's the pitch. And this is a grounder. Oh, Jazz fumbles it, gets the runner out at second. Could have been a double play, but Jazz fumbled the ball, but still managed to get the runner out at second. That is the second out of the inning. Jose Ramirez is on first base. So Jazz couldn't secure the ball, but still managed to barehand the ball, throw it to Volpe to get the runner out at second. Could have been a double play, but once again, only got the 1 out. So it's 2 outs now. Runner on first, bottom of the first. That does bring up Kyle Manzardo as he takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Kyle Manzardo. Yeah, it should have been 2. Should have been 2, but. And Ramirez goes, and Escara fumbles the baseball. Couldn't get a grip of the ball. So Ramirez now at second base. So he steals second base. One count to Manzardo. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Will Warren would like to get out of this inning with not giving up any runs as he throws ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second, bottom of the first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 2-1. Ball's in the dirt. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. As Warren sets. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Did he go? And that is called a strike. Umpire said he did go. The count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Warren could get a strikeout here. So the replay does, in fact, show that he did go. So it's a full count to Manzardo. Ramirez takes the lead at second. Warren checks on him. And here's the 3-2. And that is fouled. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch, and he struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Strikeout here for Will Warren. That is his first strikeout of the game. We are going to the top of the second. We are in a commercial break. Let's check the chat here. Yeah, Crimea River, Brad. Mr. Coconuts. What's up, Mr. Coconuts? 40 ejections. I'm like 40 elections. I'm like, what are you talking about? You think he's going to get ejected 40 times this year? All right. Well, we'll revisit that. He already got thrown out once. So your pitching is horrible. I mean, dude, the game just started. Let's let's settle down. Yeah, you guys won last night, so. Oh, as our manager already, he's got 40 ejections. Oh, good for him. You know what? He sticks up for the team, sticks up for the players. I mean, what more can you ask for? And Chia, Ace is in the building. Shout out to my guy, Ace. Make sure you all go subscribe to the Ace Avenue. What is going on, bro? I know you're doing the play-by-play right now on your channel. What is going on, bro? How you feeling? How you living? But the game should start here momentarily. All right, we should be back to the game here. And we are back to the game. They're showing a couple of dogs at the stadium. So, and here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off. For sure, Ace. I hear you. How you doing, Giku? 1 ball, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Hey, Spanky. I like that name. Gabarino overrated, overhyped, fraud channel. Can't call a game. Whatever you say there, buddy. Whatever you say. If you don't have to be here, bro. You don't have to be here. 2-1. 2-2 now. If you don't like my game calling, you don't have to be here, but you're here. I don't know why you're here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And here's the pitch. Fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. It's a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz. And here's the 3-2. And Jazz fouls that off his foot. He looks like he's in pain. He's walking it off right now. Yeah, we'll see what happens there, Frederick. Petruzzi, he's saying, why do I feel like Wells will be out for the next 2? I don't know. Why do you feel that way? 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And here's the pitch. And Jazz pops that one up in the infield. And Jose Ramirez will make the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. So 1 out here in the top of the second. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And it's 0-2 now to Anthony Volpe. So no balls, 2 strikes. So a quick 0-2 count here to Volpe. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Could be Jacob. And Dominguez is waiting on deck. Peraza hurt? Okay. Did he go? He did not. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. I mean, if Peraza is hurt, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. But it's 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Anthony Volpe. And here's the pitch. And Volpe fouls that one. Still 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And once again, Volpe fouls it off. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. Volpe hits that into left field, and that ball is foul. Gave that one a ride, but it is a foul ball out of play. Count is still 2-2. Volpe battling hard here against Bybee. So 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Full count now to Anthony Volpe. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch count for Bybee is at 29. Pitch number 30 incoming. And here's the 3-2. And Volpe walks. So after a little battle there, Volpe draws a walk. That does bring up Jason Dominguez. So runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the second. Let's see if the Yankees can get a run here. Here's the pitch. Dominguez fouls off the first pitch. It is 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first, top of the second. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. It is ball 1. 1-1 count now to Jason Dominguez. It's a 1-1 count to Dominguez. Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez. One ball, 2 strikes. Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. Just misses. So the count is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Dominguez. And it is a 2-2 count to Dominguez. Let's see what he does here as Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And Dominguez fouls that one off. Bo Naylor getting ready to throw to second as it looked like Volpe was stealing. So 2-2 count here to Dominguez. Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. It is a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dominguez. So another full count here. JC Escara is waiting on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. That is popped up in left field. And it looks like Quan makes the play for out number 2 as Jason Dominguez pops out. What's up, James? He says, let's go, Yankees. Let's go. How's it going? How's it going? All right, so we have 2 outs here in the inning. And that'll bring up JC Escara. Let's see what he does in this at-bat. If he can keep the inning alive, score a run, hit a home run, we'll see. And strike 1 to Escara. James says he loves the score. Hey, I'm liking it too, man. So 0-1 count to JC Escara as Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And that is popped up. Shallow left, and Quan makes the play for out number 3. So no runs. Yep. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we are going to the bottom of the second. We are in a commercial break, and I will take a small break, and I will be right back, folks. Don't go nowhere. All right, we're getting back into the game here. They're showing live footage of Cleveland. We're back at the stadium. Game should resume here momentarily. And Carlos Santana will lead things off here in the bottom of the second as he fouls off the first pitch. Petruzzi is Pereira. I don't know that he's ready, right? I know he's getting his. I'm assuming he's getting his reps. I mean, he is coming back from Tommy John surgery, so they need him. They need him to get his reps out there in the outfield. Yeah. And it's an 0-2 count now to Santana as Warren sets. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Will Warren. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Yeah, but he also just came back from Tommy John, man. So you gotta let him get as much playing time as he possibly can. Let him get back into the swing of things. And we have Bo Naylor at the plate as he takes strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count to Bo Naylor. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now. So quick 0-2 count to Bo Naylor. Let's see if he gets his third strike out of the game. Oh, 2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Will Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive right to Jazz, or actually it was a ground. Oh, no. What was that? I thought he caught it. It was a line drive, but it was a grounder that he made a nice play on. But the throw, let's see that throw real quick. It was just a bad throw. Oh, you got to make that play, man. So, and Goldschmidt just couldn't come up with it. So that should be an error there as Angel Martinez takes strike one, shows bunt. So it's an 0-1 count to Angel Martinez. Runner on first, 1 out. And Warren misses on that one. So it is ball 1 now to Angel Martinez. It's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first, bottom of the second. And here's the 1-1. Oh, and he said it was safe. It was a delayed steal by Bo Naylor. Escar made a nice throw. I thought he had him out. Let's see what the replay says. Are they going to try and challenge this? Boone is saying, let's wait. So a good catch there made by Volpe, but question is, what did he get him out? I thought initially he did. And it looks like they are not going to challenge this play here. So runner is on second as Angel Martinez swings and misses on that pitch. It's a 2-2 count now to Angel Martinez. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second. Bottom of the second, we have 1 out here in the inning. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 2-2. And it's a grounder. Hits a Goldschmidt. Tosses it to Warren for out number 2. Bo Naylor moves over to third base. So we have a runner on third now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Daniel Schneemann. They did rule it an error there, Stephen B. Just so you're aware. But you're right; they don't know what an error is anymore, and that error was on Jazz Chisholm Jr. on a bad throw, and Schneemann takes ball 1, so it's a 1-0 count. So tying run is on third base. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. It's a 1-0 count. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Warren trying to get out of this inning without giving up a run here. That is in their first strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren's fastball looking really good tonight so far. Yeah, Stephen B. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. DJ just went deep. Well, that's good news. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Warren. Just misses. It is 3 balls and 1 strike now to Schneemann. Rocchio is waiting on deck. That is in their first strike. The count is now full to Schneemann. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third, bottom of the second. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Warren trying to get out of this inning. And here's the 3-2. And he walks him. So it's a 2-out walk. So now we have runners on the corners. And that'll bring up Brian Rocchio to the plate. So Rocchio will come to the plate. We got runners on first and third here in the bottom of the second. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. As Rocchio takes strike one, so it's an 0-1 count to Rocchio. So no balls, 1 strike to Rocchio. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rocchio. And Furnace, what up? And Furnace, what's going on, my guy? How are you? It's a 1-1 count. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 1-2 now. Let's play that 2-strike. Let's get a strikeout here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. JC Escara giving some signals to the team here. What's up, Bill? How's it going? Good to see you, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And right to Volpe, and he will step on the bag at second base for out number 3. So the Guardians do leave a couple of runners on, and we are heading to the top of the third. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. We are in a commercial break. Folks in the chat, how are we feeling so far? The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Warren looking pretty good, right? Looking pretty good. His fastball is on point. I am liking that fastball. That fastball is on point. But the Yankees bats this inning coming up, they definitely have the bats have to get it going. Hopefully they can get it going. So let's see what they do here in the top of the third. So once again, I do appreciate all of you tuning in, hanging out for the play-by-play. So it is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button, join in on the conversation, and share this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are, once again, in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. How's everybody's evening going? How's everybody's Tuesday going? Hopefully you all had a good day. Hopefully you all are getting to relax and watch the Yankees, eating some good food, I hope. Let's check this poll real quick. I'm going to check the poll. What do we got here in the poll? Let's see. So we got 17 votes, and you all are saying over 4 strikeouts for Will Warren. 20 votes. The majority of you are saying over 4 strikeouts. So 65% of you. Very quiet at work. Nothing new. That's cool. So injury report for DJ LeMahieu on the 10-day IL with a left calf strain. 2 for 2 in today's game. A home run and 2 RBIs in his first rehab game with Double-A Somerset. Not bad. Not bad. That's some good news, I guess. But here we have Oswaldo Cabrera leading things off here in the top of the third. So 9-1-2 batters coming up. Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks to lose Yoandry Gomez, but you do get Tyler Matzik, who's a experienced reliever, so that's some good news, right? But it is an 0-2 count to Oswaldo Cabrera as he steps out of the batter's box to reset, and looks like he is ready to go. Bybee is ready to go as he sets, and here's the pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. All right, Bill. Well, get plenty of rest, man. Get plenty of rest. Here's the 1-2, and it's a grounder hit to Rocchio. Throws over to first base to Santana for out number 1, and that'll bring up Ben Rice. So we are back to the top of the lineup for the New York Yankees, who Ben Rice hit a solo home run, and they're showing Giancarlo Stanton here taking some practice swings here at Progressive Field. So looks like Giancarlo, he did say that his elbows are feeling better. So it looks like he is making some progress. And here we have Ben Rice. He takes ball one. Ben Rice hit a solo home run that got the Yankees on the board. It was on the first pitch by Bybee. So it's a 1-0 count here to Ben Rice. And here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Mr. Coconut says whoever hits in front of Judge and back of Judge will hit 30 home runs no matter who is there, for sure. And here's the 1-1. That is foul back. The count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Ben Rice having himself a really good season. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck, so Rice is filling in that DH role quite well. Can play first base when needed. And here's the 1-2. And Bybee misses on that one. It's even now. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. And Ben Rice does call time. Umpire acknowledges. And he says play on. Rice is ready to go. It's a 2-2 count. And here's the pitch. Count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. Bybee right now at 48 pitches. And here's the 3-2. And Ben Rice strikes out looking. So second out of the inning here in the top of the third. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge. Frederick, I don't know yet. It's a 50-50 right now. So I don't want to say yes or no right now. You'll see tomorrow. But here we have Aaron Judge at the plate as he takes ball one. Judge is 1 for 1 in today's game. He singled in the first inning. So 1 ball, no strikes to Aaron Judge. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. The count is 1-1. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Nobody on base. It's a 1-1 count to Aaron Judge. Yankees leading 1-0 in tonight's game. And here's the 1-1. Just misses. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the third here. Bybee sets. And here's the pitch. 3-1 now to Aaron Judge. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Cody Bellinger is waiting on deck. And here's the 3-1. And it's a swing and a miss. The count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. We have 2 outs here in the top of the third. As Bybee sets, here's the pitch. And Judge with his second hit of the game. Another single for Aaron Judge. He is 2 for 2 in today's game with 2 singles. Judge keeping the inning alive. That'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Bybee is at 55 pitches right now. So 2 singles here in today's game for Aaron Judge. Once again, he is 2 for 2 in today's game. Let's see what Cody Bellinger could do here. And the first pitch to Bellinger is a ball. So ball 1 to Cody Bellinger. It's a 1-0 count. Bellinger is 0 for 1 in today's game. He did strike out in his first at bat. Bybee sets. Here's the 1-0. That pitch is fouled. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. Uh-oh. Why are you getting agita there, Desiree? One ball, one strike, runner on first, 2 outs here, top of the third. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Would love to add more runs to that score. And Bellinger calls time. Looks like he is ready to go. As Bybee sets. It's a long set. Here's the pitch. And it is fouled. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's numbers against the Guardians, good numbers. So let's see what he does with this at bat. He is 0 for 1 in tonight's game so far. As Bybee sets, here's the pitch. Bellinger pops that one up, but it is out of play. The count is still 1-2. As Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the third, runner on first. Bybee sets. And here's the 1-2, and he struck him out. Bellinger did not like that call. Definitely a little questionable. Bellinger is not happy with it. So that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we are going to the bottom of the 3rd. We are in a commercial break now. So the game will resume here shortly. I'll take a small break, and I will be right back, folks. Don't go away. All right, and game will resume here shortly. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Yankees still have a 1-0 lead as Will Warren is back on the mound, and it is ball 1 to Stephen Kwan, who is 1 for 1 in today's game. Oh, ABS system needs to be implemented, man. I wish we didn't have to have that conversation, but it needs to be had as Kwan takes strike 1 on a fastball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Stephen Kwan. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-2 now to Stephen Kwan. Let's see if Will Warren could get a strikeout here. Warren sets. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kwan. And here's the 2-2. And Kwan hits that to center field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Nolan Jones to the plate. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Nolan Jones is 0 for 1 in today's game. He did reach first base on a fielder's choice. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Nolan Jones. So it's a 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Nolan Jones. So 2 balls, no strikes to Jones. 1 out here in the top of the third. Yankees still have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 2-0. That is in their first strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Nolan Jones. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Nolan Jones. The Guardians trying to get a base runner on. And here's the 3-1. That is in their first strike. The count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Nolan Jones. Warren looking for another strikeout here as he is ready to go. And here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. Struck him out. That's what I'm talking about. Good strikeout for Will Warren. That is the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Jose Ramirez, folks. And Jose Ramirez, first pitch, right to Volpe, throws over to first for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Will Warren. We are moving to the top of the fourth. And the Yankees still lead this game 1-0. We are going to a commercial break. Once again, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button. If you have not yet, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. If we have anybody that is new, that is watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Join in on the conversation. Let's talk. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out this channel. What's up, William? Ben Rice makes a difference. He does, man. I mean, it's great to have him back in the lineup. I'm just glad the guy is not hurt. He doesn't, when they did the MRI, the CT, when they scanned his elbow, came back negative. So, I'm glad he was all right. So, glad to see that for him. But yeah, glad to have Ben Rice back, man. Freaking hits a solo home run on the first pitch in the first inning. I'll take it. I will definitely take it. So, but top of the fourth will be coming up here shortly. It would be good for the Yankees bats to get some runs in. They do get runners on base, but they just cannot score runs with runners on base right now. So it'd be good for them to get some runners on base. And we got Joe from NY Yankee Mania in the building. What is up? And we got Giku. What's up, Giku? He says, Uncle Ben Rice. Uh-huh. He says, dope. Absolutely. Yeah, where is CT Cards there, Stephen B? Sure, you stay in touch with him more than I do. William's in upstate New York. Where in upstate New York are you, William? So Volpe at the right place, right time on that last out. So nice throw there to Goldschmidt. And we are back to the game here as Paul Goldschmidt will lead things off. And they call time for the game. Not sure why. And it looks like the game will resume as Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Hudson Valley. Okay. 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. And here's the 0-1. Goldschmidt pops that one up into right field, but it is foul and it is out of play. It's an 0-2 count now to Goldschmidt. So no balls, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. Bybee at 62 pitches right now, folks. As Bybee sets. And here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Goldschmidt. We are in the top of the 4th. Here's the 1-2. And just misses. Count is even now at 2-2. So good take there by Goldschmidt. Yeah, just misses in the strike zone. Just a little outside. And here's the 2-2. Goldschmidt fouls that one off, staying alive. Yankees have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. They would love to add some more runs. It's a 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2 as Goldschmidt fouls off another pitch. Bybee right now at 66 pitches. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. As Bybee sets. And here's the 2-2. And Goldschmidt gets a piece of it. So he's still alive. Still a 2-2 count. Goldschmidt looking for his first hit of the game. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Goldschmidt as Bybee sets. And here's the 2-2. Misses. Full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Goldschmidt. Let's see what happens here. As Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. Goldschmidt hits that to right field. That ball is traveling. It is a foul ball. Goldschmidt gave that one a ride, but goes foul. So it's still a 3-2 count. Goldschmidt battling here, trying to get his first hit of the game. Appreciate it there, William. Anything helps, man. Anything helps. So I always appreciate folks that share the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the channels, or like the live stream. It's always appreciated. It does help out a lot. So thank you so much. And here's the 3-2. And he walks him. So a leadoff walk here in the top of the 4th. After a long battle, Paul Goldschmidt will take first base. Bybee at 70 pitches now. That does bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is 0 for 1 in today's game. Yeah, that foul ball should have been a home run there, Beagle. 100%. As Jazz Chisholm is at the plate, he takes ball 1. Yeah, I saw that there, Joe. They talked about it briefly during the game. So 1 ball, no strike, runner on first, nobody out, top of the 4th. The Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And Jazz fouls that one off. It is 1-1 now. Indeed it does, William. Indeed it does. Oh, well, hit, foul ball, home run, should be all the same. But it's a 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. as Bybee sets. Here's the pitch. And fouls that one off. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm. They did show Giancarlo Stanton taking batting practice. They are saying that Giancarlo did say that his elbows are feeling better. So I'm glad he's making some progress. Can't wait to see him back. Hopefully he comes back strong, ready to go. But it is a 1-2 count to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the pitch. Oh, and he fouls that one off his foot, just like he did in his last at bat. Baseball is not liking Jazz today. Yeah, Stephen B doing the hard lifting here for Gusto. I mean, listen, DJ is going to be back there, Beagle, but he can't be a guy that that starts in the lineup, man. He's a death piece at this point. He's a guy that needs to come off the bench, you know. So the Jazz is walking it off right now. That looked like it hurt. That's not a great feeling. The trainer's checking on him. I believe Boone is out there talking with him too. So yeah, the ball is right off his foot. Looks like he's okay. He is ready to go. So it's a 1-2 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. with a runner on first, top of the fourth, nobody out. Yankees would like to add more runs here. They have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count here to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the 2-2. Just misses. Count is full. So another full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see what happens here. So Jazz is ready to go. Bybee is ready to go. And here's the 3-2. And umpire calls it a ball. So back-to-back walks here by Bybee. He is at 77 pitches right now. That will bring up Anthony Volpe. So we got runners on first and second with nobody out. Top of the fourth, Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Yankees, once again, have an opportunity to get some more runs on the board. Anthony Volpe is at the plate, so let's see what he does. And the pitch to Volpe is ball 1. So 1-0 count to Anthony Volpe. So 1-0 count to Volpe, top of the fourth. Runners on first and second. Bybee sets, checks the runner at second. That is in there for a strike. So it is 1-1 now to Volpe. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Volpe. And here's the pitch. And Volpe hits it to Rocchio. There's 1 and there's 2. So an inning, or not an inning double play, but it's a double play. So 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Paul Goldschmidt does move over to third base. So we have a runner on third now. And that does bring up Jason Dominguez. Bybee at 80 pitches right now. So second double play of the game hit by the Yankees. So my second prediction does come into fruition. Hopefully it stays at 2 double plays. And we have Jason Dominguez who fouls off the first pitch. Yeah, they hit into 2. I predicted 2. Hopefully it stays that way. There, Beagle. And here's the 0-1. That is in there for a strike, so it's 0-2 now. TJ Rumfield and Everson Pereira both scratched from the lineup. So trade incoming. Petruzzi, your guess is just as good as mine. As Dominguez fouls that one off, trying to stay alive. It is no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom or the top of the fourth. Runner on third base. And here's the 0-2. And it's a swing and a miss as Dominguez strikes out. The Yankees do leave a runner stranded. And so it is still a 1-0 game. We are going to the bottom of the fourth. Commercial break happening right now. So Yankees, once again, had an opportunity, just couldn't execute on that opportunity with runners in scoring position. So let's see what Will Warren does here in the bottom of the fourth. So far, so good. Good outing by Will Warren. So let's see what he does here in the bottom of the fourth. Yankees bats still need to get something going. So they need to get some more runs for sure. So let's see what they do in the next inning. But they got to get through the bottom of the fourth first before we can even talk about the top of the fifth. But how's everybody doing today? How are you all feeling about this game so far? Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join in on the fun. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Uh-oh, Petruzzi's being called a jinx. Uh-oh. I don't think Petruzzi was even in the chat for the predictions there. He said what's up, and then he said bye. Yeah, Petruzzi, can you make a bad joke so I can boo you? Is that possible? It is possible, so I'm waiting for you to make a bad joke. All right, and it looks like we are back to the game. Kyle Manzardo will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. And he takes ball one there from Warren, so it's a 1-0 count. No, I don't have any pets there, Petruzzi. And here's the 1-0. And Manzardo pops that one up. And it looks like Chisholm makes the play. So one away here in the bottom of the fourth. And that will bring up Carlos Santana. Yeah, I know, right, Desiree? That's so frustrating, man. Like two on, nobody out, and don't bring in a run. Yeah, pretty lame. And swing and a miss there by Santana. It's an 0-1 count to Carlos Santana. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. And here's the 0-1. That pitch is fouled. Escara looking, running, but it is out of play. So a quick 0-2 count to Carlos Santana. He did strike out in the second inning. Yeah, definitely need better situational hitting. There's no doubt about that. So 0-2 count, one out here, bottom of the fourth. Will Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away from Escara. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Carlos Santana. And that is the second ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Santana. The count is even. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 2-2. As inside, the count is now full. It is 3 balls, 2 strikes to Santana as Santana calls time. And here's the 3-2. And he struck him out looking. A good, nice strikeout there by Will Warren. And we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. That does bring up Bo Naylor, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. And here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the 0-1. All right, Jacob Peraza, you asked for it. Crowd hates it. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bo Naylor. Let's play that 2-strike board. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 count to Bo Naylor. Let's see if Warren could get another strikeout here and get out of this inning. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Let's get back to the booing here for Peraza. You're welcome, Peraza. And here's the 2-2 as Naylor fouls that one. Naylor's still staying alive, trying to keep this inning alive. Laptop, Peraza. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's a grounder. Hits a Paul Goldschmidt. He throws over to Warren, steps on the bag for out number 3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, and we are going to the top of the 5th. Yankees still have a 1-0 lead, so no runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the 5th. So once again, Yankees bats got to come through, got to come alive, got to make something happen here. It always worries me when it's a 1-0 game. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the top of the 5th. Yeah, I hate double plays, man. I hate double plays, but it happens. It happens, but it is definitely a rally killer, man. But they've hit into 2 already. I just hope they don't hit into more. But it is a 1-0 game. The top of the 5th will be coming up. Once again, folks, I do appreciate all of you guys and gals hanging out. So make sure you all hit the like button on the way in if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Ronnie says one more what? One more double play? Because you predicted 3, if I'm not mistaken, right there, Ronnie? Yeah, glad to have you here there, Rodney. Hopefully you're good, man. We'll talk later there, my guy. Yeah, you did predict 3. That's right. Yes. Beagle predicted 3. Well, you guys' wish might come true. You guys' prediction might come true. I don't want to say wish, but prediction. We'll say prediction. But the game will resume here momentarily. But we are back to the game. JC Ascara hits the ball on the first pitch, and he grounds out for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. One of those nights, OG says. Yeah, Ronnie, we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow, but I'm just gonna let you know right now, just so you're aware. I know we discussed tickets, so I'm gonna buy them tonight. Cool. Talking for that Saturday game. It's an 0-2 count to Oswaldo Cabrera, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. So top of the fifth inning here, 1 out. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. It's a 1-2 count to Cabrera. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. Appreciate you there, OG. And it's a strikeout. Struck him out looking. It is 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. It gives you a goal. All right. So cool, bro. I will after the game, I'll buy the tickets. I'll let you know. And then we'll be good to go, bro. Cool. And that does bring up Ben Rice. We are back to the top of the lineup here. In the top of the fifth, 2 outs now in the top of the fifth as the first pitch to Rice. It is a grounder hit back to Bybee, throws over to first base to Santana for out number 3. So it's a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the fifth. Commercial break coming up, and we are going to the bottom of the fifth. All right, Ronnie, cool. So yeah, I'll buy him after the game, bro. I'll let you know, and we're going to rock out for 2 straight days when you come out here there, my guy. Can't wait till you come out. We're like literally like almost just a little over a month from the game, man. I can't wait when the Yankees come out here. We're going to have a good time, man. Yeah, they do need to work the pitcher. I mean, they have been. They've been, I think Bybee is at what? Let me see how many pitches he's at right now. Let me pull up the game cast here. I mean, how many pitches is he at? He's at 90 pitches, so they have been working him. They just haven't been able to score runs. So he's at 90 pitches. He might you'll probably see him come out in the 6th inning, and that'll for sure be his last inning. But like I said, he is at 90 pitches. But let's see what Will Warren can do here in the bottom of the 5th. Hopefully it's another good inning for him. Why are we booing Jacob again? What did he do? Let's see. Yankees, how many have they left stranded? Let's take a look here. So they have left 3 men on base, and they're 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. So there you go. Desiree says, why not? All right. So bottom of the 5th is here. And Angel Martinez will lead things off as he fouls off the first pitch. It's an 0-1 count to Angel Martinez. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. No, I just want him to make bad jokes so I can boo him. And that is outside for a ball, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Desiree just likes hearing the boos. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Martinez. Hang in there, Rodney. Hang in there, bro. I got you. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of the 5th here. Here's the pitch. And Martinez fouls that one off. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Martinez. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Yankees still have a 1-0 lead. Right, Will Warren at 67 pitches right now. And here's the 1-2. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Martinez. So 2-2 count here to Martinez. Warren sets. And here's the pitch. Up the middle. Volpe's right there to make the play. Throws over to first for out number 1. Volpe at the right place, right time. Makes a good throw. Out number 1. That does bring up Daniel Schneemann, who drew a walk in his first at bat. So Schneemann is at the plate. Here's the pitch from Warren. That is in there for a strike. So 24 votes, and 62% of you have said that Will Warren will have over 4 strikeouts. And here's the 0-1. And that ball is hit into left field. Dominguez making a run. Does he make the play? He does not make the play, but it is a foul ball. It is an 0-2 count to Schneemann now. It was a long run there for Dominguez. Could not catch up to it. But it was a foul ball. At least it wasn't a fair ball, because that easily would have been a double if it was a fair ball. But it is an 0-2 count to Schneemann. 1 out here in the inning. Yankees looking for their second out. Warren looking for another strikeout as Warren sets on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Schneemann. And that pitch is fouled. Still staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes still to Schneemann. And here's the 1-2. And Warren just misses with that one. So the count is even at 2-2. So it is 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. Yankees still holding on to a 1-0 lead. And here's the 2-2. That is fouled off. Schneemann still staying alive. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Ball in dirt. It is a full count now to Schneemann. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Warren's pitch count right now at 76. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out looking. 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Great pitch by Will Warren. Caught him looking. Second out of the game, or second out of the inning, as that does bring up Brian Rocchio. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, and that ball is hit hard into right field. Judge making a run, makes the play for out number 3. And we are through 5, folks. We are going to the top of the 6th. Aaron Judge making the long run, makes a great play for out number 3. And the Yankees still have a 1-0 lead. We are in a commercial break. Top of the 6th coming up. Folks, what did you think about that play? So let's see how many strikeouts Will Warren has. I'll check that real quick. So, yes, 5 strikeouts. So 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. So for those of you that voted for the 24 votes, whoever voted for over, you all were on the money, 62% of you. So good job to all of you that voted over 4 strikeouts. So Will Warren pitching a really good game so far. 5 innings pitched. So good stuff for Warren, folks. Good stuff for Warren. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Warren has the stuff. He's got good stuff. he just needs more of that playing time at the major league level. So, he's still a rookie, but I like what I'm seeing from him so far. He's got a lot of potential. He's shown that he can pitch. He's shown that he's a good pitcher. He's shown that he's showing that he's able to live up to the pressure and live up to those expectations. So, good on Will Warren for doing what he's doing. Yeah, that's exactly it, Stephen B. They're just, we just need to see more of that consistency. Again, he's a rookie, so you got to manage those expectations when it comes to rookies. But if he could show consistency, easily a number 3 guy in the rotation. So Warren has good stuff. I've heard just talking with folks who focus on Yankees prospects. I mean, they've said good things about Will Warren, and scouts have said good things about Will Warren. So hopefully the consistency can keep up, and Aaron Judge is at the plate now, leading things off here in the top of the 6th. Bybee is back on the mound, and first pitch to Judge is called a ball. It's 1 ball, no strike. And Herron is warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians. He is a left-handed pitcher, so this is definitely going to be Bybee's last inning, as ball 2 is thrown to Judge, so it's 2-0 count. Rodney, we got your back, bro. We try to do what we can. All right. We got you. And here's the 2-0. And Judge hits that to left field, and that ball will drop. It's a fair ball. And Judge going for 2 here. And Aaron Judge having himself a great game here. He is 3 for 3 in today's game. 2 singles and a double now. So leadoff batter is on second base with nobody out. That does bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Yeah, Stephen B. I mean, that's about what you can expect for rookies, right? I mean, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. It's going to be a learning experience. They're going to make mistakes. Once again, I always say, manage your expectations when it comes to rookies. Cody Bellinger's at the plate now. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Let's see what he does here in his third at bat. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground out from Jose Ramirez to Carlos Santana. For out number 1, Judge stays put at second base. So Bellinger is 0 for 3 in today's game. Paul Goldschmidt is coming to the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. But Aaron Judge, folks, 3 for 3 in today's game. Batting average right now at .404. Judge just putting up some great numbers so far this season. As Bybee throws over to second to check on Judge. Appreciate you, Stephen B. But Goldschmidt at the plate. Let's see if he can score Judge. And here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. That is in there for a strike. It is 0-1. Yeah, Hill did better than what a lot of us expected. He really did. 0-1 count to Goldschmidt. We have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt fouls that one back. So it is an 0-2 count now to Paul Goldschmidt. Bybee at 96 pitches right now. Yankees will love to get another run here, at least 1 run. And they have an opportunity to do so with Judge at second base. And here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is waiting on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Paul Goldschmidt. Runner on second, 1 out. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Would love to add more runs to the board. It is 2-2 now to Goldschmidt. Count is even. Yeah, Hill looked really good. He looked good during Cole's absence. Yankees are certainly missing him in the rotation. Hopefully, we get him back sooner rather than later. Don't rush him back, of course, but it'll be great to have him back. The rotation will look better with him in it. As Goldschmidt hits it, it's a fair ball. Ramirez couldn't come up with it. As Judge moves over to third, Goldschmidt is on first base. So let's see how they ruled this one. Let's see the replay here. So Goldschmidt hits it to Ramirez. Ramirez just couldn't come up with it. The ball comes out of the glove. It was a little chopper there. Question is, would he have gotten Goldschmidt out with that hit? Well, we do have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. Runners on first and third, and Jazz takes ball one. Bybee officially at 100 pitches in this game, so he has hit the 100 mark. And here's the 1-0, and Jazz fouls that one. It is 1-1 now. So it looks like they have ruled that a single for Goldschmidt. Volpe is waiting on deck. So 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the 1-1. And Chisholm hits that ball into center field. And this should score a run. And Judge will tag up. He scores. And it's an RBI for Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's a 2-0 game as Judge scores on the sac fly. We have a runner on first now. It's a 2-0 game, so good situational hitting there as it is a 2-0 game now for the Yankees. They lead here 2-0. Ball hit to center field there to Angel Martinez, and it was hit far enough to where Judge was able to tag up and score. It is a 2-0 game. Runner on first. Volpe at the plate now as he hits one, but it is foul. So 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Yankees now have a 2-0 lead. Goldschmidt is at first. He'll take his lead at first base. Bybee at 103 pitches right now. And here's the 0-1. And that is fouled. It's an 0-2 count now to Anthony Volpe. Oh, cold Italian pizza. How you doing? He says, how's everyone doing out there? Nice to see Big G swinging bat today. No doubt, man. That's a great feeling. So 0-2 count here to Volpe. Here's the pitch, and Volpe fouls that one off, still staying alive. So no balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Runner on first, top of the 6th. Yankees have a 2-0 lead now. As Bybee sets. Here's the 0-2. And it's a grounder hit to the shortstop. Rocchio throws over to second to Schneemann for out number 3. But the Yankees do get a run here on a sac fly from Jazz Chisholm Jr. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. We are in a commercial break. How's everybody feeling? You all feeling a little bit more comfortable with the 2-0 game? So it's a 2-0 game. Will Warren should be back out for the bottom of the 6th. So let's see what he can do. And I will actually end this poll here since Will Warren has over 4 strikeouts. So 62% of you who said over 4, good job. And we are in a commercial break. I'll take a mini break. I'll be right back here, folks. All right, the game should start here shortly. Play of the game so far, Stephen B. Honestly, I mean, the only play of the game right now is Aaron Judge. If there's like a couple of more, we'll make a poll for it. And first pitch to Stephen Kwan, who is leading things off here in the bottom of the sixth. He takes strike one. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. There he is. There's Gusto. What's up, boy? Here's the 0-1. That is outside for ball one. So it's a 1-1 count now to Stephen Kwan. We were wondering where you were, man. Stephen B was saying that you were slacking. As Stephen Kwan gets a single here to start things off here in the bottom of the sixth. So we have a runner on first. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, man. How are you today there, Gusto? Everything okay? Everything good? Family's good? Kids are good? Mom is good? Nolan Jones is at the plate. And Warren throws over to first to check on Kwan. And the Yankees do have Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen. Cool. I'm glad you're doing good, man. So runner on first, bottom of the sixth, nobody out. As Nolan Jones gets a hit here, so back-to-back hits, and Kwan will stop at second base. So first two runners here in the bottom of the sixth get a hit. So runners on first and second, still with nobody out. So Guardians trying to make a little noise here. They're threatening here a little bit here in the bottom of the sixth. And it looks like they're taking him out after giving up two hits. But look, I'll say this: good outing by Will Warren. He did pretty well. But it was a good decision by Boone to take him out. That will bring in Mark Leiter Jr. So we are going to a commercial break as a pitching change will be happening here. And we will resume the game here shortly. Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, no, for sure. You gotta take care of business, man. You gotta take care of business. Sorry, I had to send a quick text. But how's everybody feeling? So when we come back, we'll have runners on first and second. Will Warren, again, he pitched a good game. He held on to that 1-0 lead. Didn't give up any runs. He had 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. Gave up a few hits. But he looked good in this outing. So he is responsible for the 2 runners that are on base. So let's see what Mark Leiter Jr. can do. Yankees bullpen should be pretty good to go. A lot of their guys got some good rest from yesterday. I mean, you had Yoandry Gomez, who, was able to pitch 3 innings. Funny enough, he got DFA today to make room for Tyler Matzik, who was signed to a major league contract. But, so the Yankees have some arms that they can use today, luckily. But Will Warren, like I said, pitched really well. Hey, we got Mama Gustin in the building. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Your son's behaving so far, but I think he's gonna even watch his P's and Q's, especially with you in the chat. And Mark Leiter Jr. is on the mound, taking over pitching duties as he looks to try to get the Yankees out of this inning. Jose Ramirez is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Time will tell. Yeah, this is true there. Mom. I'm just trying to stir up a little trouble. Don't mind me. And it is strike one to Jose Ramirez. I mean, Rodney can't be the only instigator. I kind of have to be that instigator. But it's an 0-1 count to Jose Ramirez. And swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Ramirez. So we got runners on first and second, bottom of the sixth, nobody out, 0-2 count. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Guardians threatening here. And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. A crucial strikeout here for Mark Leiter Jr. That does bring up Kyle Manzardo to the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. And it's a strike to Manzardo. 0-1 count to Manzardo. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Manzardo. 2 men on, 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the pitch from Leiter Jr. Oh, and that ball gets away. Quan is rounding third, and he is safe. It's a 2-1 game. Quan was stealing second. Ball gets away. As he was stealing second, he does go around third, run around third base. So good base running, good hustle there by Quan, because he was on his way to third base. The ball gets away, and he scores home easy. So it's a 2-1 game now. Not what we wanted to see, folks. Not what we wanted to see. But we have a runner on third now. So tying run is at third base now, folks. With 1 out. It's a 2-1 game now. As the Guardians trying to tie up this game, it's a 1-1 count. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Manzardo. Yep. And I mean, Leiter Jr. couldn't even apply the tag because Quan is so freaking fast. And that ball is hit to right field. That drops. It gets past Judge, and it makes it a 2-2 game. And Manzardo on there now at second base. So the game is all tied up now. It's a 2-2 game. Runner on second. So Guardians bats coming alive here in the bottom of the sixth, folks. It is a 2-2 game. Judge tries to dive for the ball, could not make the play, goes past him. So we are all tied up now here in the top of the seventh. Manzardo at second base with a double. Not what we wanted to see. This does bring up Carlos Santana as he takes strike one. So the runs do fall on Will Warren because he was responsible for the 2 runs or the 2 base runners. And it's a swing and a miss by Santana to strike 2. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the folks in the chat supporting the channel, giving some love. Here's the 0-2. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz. He throws over to first to Goldschmidt for out number 2. Manzardo does move over to third base. So a hit will give the Guardians the lead here. So a little bit of a rough inning here for the Yankees. It's a 2-2 game now as the Guardians tied it up. And Bo Naylor now is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. First pitch to Naylor is ball 1. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. So a hit will give the Guardians a lead here. Guardians bats have come alive here in the bottom of the 6th. Leiter Jr. setting up. And here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes to Bo Naylor. Angel Martinez is waiting on deck. So 2 outs here in the inning. Here's the pitch. And he walks him. So it's a 4-pitch walk. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on the corners. Runners on first and third. We don't know that. I mean, we don't know that for sure, Stephen B., but there's been a few outings for Yoandry where he looked good, but there was other outings where it wasn't so good, right? I mean, in the few outings, but to me, it's a small sample size. As Matt Blake is out there talking with Mark Leiter Jr., it looks like the Ascara and the infield are all in, having a conversation. Yankees would love to get out of this inning without giving up the lead. And Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen right now for the New York Yankees. And Martinez is at the plate. Here's the pitch for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians looking to take the lead here. We got runners on the corners. It's a 1-0 count to Martinez. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. So 6 straight balls thrown here by Mark Leiter Jr. Once again, the Guardians bats have come alive. They tied up the game here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Martinez. So it's a 2-1 count to Martinez. Here's the pitch. And fouls it off. Count now is 2-2. Bo Naylor did take off, but he will go back to first base. Pitch was a foul. So 2-2 count. So big pitch coming up here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on the corners, runners on first and third. It's a 2-2 game. Guardians will love to take the lead here. Yankees trying to get out of this inning without having to give up the lead. And it's a grounder and bounces off of Volpe. Still throws to first. Does he get him out? Nope, he is safe. And Manzardo scores. It's a 3-2 game now. The Guardians are officially in the lead. So it's been a bad 6 innings so far for the Yankees. It was a hard hit ball. Volpe just couldn't come up with it. And Naylor was safe. It's a frustrating inning right now. Not an inning that we wanted. And Cleveland gets their 3rd run of the game, 3rd run of this inning. So runners on first and second. Schneemann is at the plate now. He is 0 for 1 in today's game, and he takes strike 1. Yankees desperately need to get out of this inning without giving up any more damage. It's a 3-2 game now. The Guardians are leading. And here's the 0-1. And it's a check swing. Can they get the out here? Volpe. Oh, I couldn't get the out. Bases loaded. So Guardians just keeping this inning alive. The Yankees just cannot get out of this inning. So this is a terrible bottom of the sixth for the New York Yankees. I mean, good hustle by Volpe. Honestly, he did everything he can to make that play, but Schneemann was just able to run it out. So Volpe was able to do everything he can. So it's an infield hit. So Mark Leiter Jr. is going to be taken out of the game. Rochester, Quan Jones are due up. So that should be bringing in Tim Hill into the game. We are in a commercial break. That is a rough bottom of the sixth for the New York Yankees. Anyone but Leiter. Nice one there, Mom. But yeah, not a great outing. Not a great sixth inning right now for the Yankees. Yeah, Susan, what a disaster is right. I mean, Yankees, for most of the game, I'll say this, like the bats were not really executing on opportunities. Yeah, Judge, there was no reason for Judge to dive on that ball. That he didn't have to do that, but he misjudged it. It happens. It happens. But Guardians right now with a 3-2 lead. I mean, it sucks because Will Warren had such a great outing. I didn't blame Boone for taking him out after giving up 2 back-to-back hits. It was like, okay, well, you don't want, it was time to take him out. You don't want to put that kind of pressure on him, right? After he pitched such a good game. But the Guardians do have a 3-2 lead. If we only improve one position at deadline, which one would I upgrade? I mean, are we talking defensively or offense? I'm assuming defense, right? You said one position. I mean, if anything, I would say the Yankees can use. They could use another starting pitcher. I don't know if they're going to get a starting pitcher at the deadline. They might. Defensively, it's hard to say, man, because honestly, defensively, now I know that right now defensively they haven't looked good in this inning, but so far they would have done they've done well this season. But third base, it wouldn't hurt for third base, honestly. But I would say play Peraza there, but I know he's hurt. But we do have Tim Hill in the game, and it's a quick 0-2 count now to Rochester. Yankees desperately trying to get out of this inning, but the bases are loaded. It is 2 outs, bottom of the sixth. Guardians have a 3-2 lead. They scored all 3 runs in this bottom of the sixth here. And Rochester pops that one up to right field, and that ball is caught by Aaron Judge for out number 3. The nightmare ends. We are going to the top of the 7th. Tim Hill closing things out here in the bottom of the 6th. Let's see. Yankees bats have to do something here in the top of the 7th. We are getting to the crucial parts of the game. We are in a commercial break. Bats need to get going here. I will take a small break. I will be right back, folks. Don't go nowhere. All right, folks. Game should resume here shortly. So it was an ugly bottom of the sixth for the New York Yankees. The Guardians have the lead now. It's 3-2. Tim Herron is taking over here in the top of the seventh against the Yankees. So he is a left-handed pitcher. Dominguez at the plate. He is leading things off here in the top of the seventh. It is a 1-0 count to Dominguez, who's batting from the right side of the plate against Herron. And he takes strike one. It is 1-1 now to Dominguez. Yankees are down a run. And here's the 1-1. And it is a check swing foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. It's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Dominguez. Yankees are down 3-2 after giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the sixth. Gaddis is warming up in the bullpen for the Cleveland Guardians. It's a 2-2 count to Dominguez. Here's the pitch. Dominguez fouls that one off. And here's the 2-2. Count is now full, so 3 balls and 2 strikes to Dominguez. Here's the 3-2. And it's a swing and a miss as Dominguez strikes out for out number 1 here in the top of the seventh. That will bring up J.C. Escarra to the plate. Escarra is 0 for 2 in today's game. Actually, that brings up a pinch hitter. That brings up Pablo Reyes to the plate. So lefty-righty matchup here. So Escarra's night is done. So Reyes is pinch hitting here as he takes ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to Reyes. So we should probably see Austin Wells at the dish now. Here's the 1-0. It is 1-1 now to Reyes. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Pablo Reyes. Pablo Reyes pinch hitting for J.C. Escarra. Yankees are losing 3-2 in tonight's game against the Guardians here in the top of the seventh. It's a check swing, foul. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Pablo Reyes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the seventh. Herron sets. And here's the pitch. And Reyes strikes out looking. He did not like that pitch. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Herron. We have 2 outs now in the top of the seventh. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, folks. And the pitch looked like it was definitely off the plate. They showed the replay. Yeah, it was definitely off the plate. But umpire said it was a strike. And here we have Oswaldo Cabrera. Oh, Rochester fumbles the ball. And Cabrera will reach safely what should have been an easy ground out here. Rochester does fumble the ball. So that should be ruled an error. Rochester has been fumbling the ball here in the series so far. I don't know if you all have noticed, but he has been struggling a little bit there at shortstop. But that should be an error, but they might rule it as a hit. They should rule it as a home run because obviously they don't know their calls. But here we have Ben Rice, who hits a grounder to Schneemann, throws over to Santana. It is out number 3. We are going to the bottom of the 7th, and Yankees are still trailing 3-2. It is the 7th inning stretch. Go out, get your stretch, get some food, get a drink, come right back. I will be right back. I'll leave you all with a little bit of tunes, and we'll be back here for the bottom of the 7th. All right, so Stephen Kwan grounds out. So we're back to the game, bottom of the 7th. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Tim Hill is back on the mound. Austin Wells is behind the dish. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And this will bring up Gabriel Arias. He is pinch hitting for Nolan Jones. So Gabriel Arias is the pinch hitter for Nolan Jones. Oh, for sure. Appreciate it, Desiree. Yeah. I figured, play a little, take me out to the ball game while y'all are entertaining yourselves. Just to keep you all entertained. Sorry. Yeah, Luke Weaver's up in the bullpen warming up. And it's a grounder hit to Volpe. Does he make the play? Yes, he does for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Yankees are down a run. They were leading for most of the game till the bottom of the 6th where the Guardians just came alive. Nothing went right for the Yankees in that inning. Everything went right for the Guardians. Bro, I can't wait till May 25th either, man. Just a little over a month away. I am so looking forward to it, man. Can't wait to see you and the missus. So it's a 1-0 count to Jose Ramirez. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. And it's a grounder hit to Volpe, and it is out number 3. 1-2-3 here at the bottom of the 7th. A quick inning for Tim Hill. We are going to the top of the 8th. Hey, look, it's Brad. Hey, Brad, have we ever met, Brad? I don't know what's with that comment. Have we ever met? This is my first time meeting you. Nice to meet you, sir. Thanks for being a subscriber. Yeah, Peraza is day-to-day, apparently. Stephen B was saying that Hector from Uptown Sports, he was live today earlier, and he was saying, I guess he said that Peraza is day-to-day. I didn't tune in, but Stephen B said that. That's what Hector said. So shout out to Hector. And thanks for letting us know there, Stephen B. But we are in a commercial break. Top of the 8th coming up. So some crucial innings coming up here. Let's see if the Yankees can at least tie it up. Hopefully they can win today's game. I would hate for them to lose a series, but wouldn't be the first series that they lost this season. But the game will resume here shortly. Once again, I do appreciate everybody, all of you tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Continue sharing the word, sharing out the channel, continue spreading the word. Let's continue growing the Strike Zone community out. Once again, we're still in a commercial break. The game will resume here momentarily. Oh, look, they take the lead and Frederick pops up. You know what there, Frederick? This is what you get. This is what you get. Sorry. But Daniel Schneemann will move over to right field. Arias is taking over second base duties. And Gaddis is into pitch for the Guardians. Aaron Judge is leading things off here in the top of the 8th. It is ball 1 to Aaron Judge. And here's the 1-0. Count now is 2-0. Well, if that is true that Peraza is getting shopped, man, they better get something worthwhile back. That's all I'm going to say. And here's the 2-0. 3-0 now to Aaron Judge. So 3 balls, no strikes to the captain. Judge is 3 for 3 in today's game. So that's one of the highlights of the game for the Yankees. So 3 for 3 for Judge. As Judge fouls that one back, so it is 3 balls, 1 strike now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge, top of the 8th. Guardians have a 3-2 lead. Here's the 3-1. And Judge hits that. It is a single. It's a 4 for 4 game for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge having himself quite a game today, folks. 3 singles and a double. 4 for 4 game for the captain. That does bring up Cody Bellinger. So runner on first. Leadoff runner is on here in the top of the 8th. Yankees have to execute on these opportunities, folks. Judge is on fire today, folks. He is on fire. 4 for 4. And that does bring up Cody Bellinger. He takes strike 1. So the tying run is on first base. Cody Bellinger 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And Bellinger does call time. Yeah, Susan, I don't know. I feel like the back might still be bugging him. I really do. But it is an 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. As Gaddis sets. Here's the pitch. That is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. So 3 singles, a double, and a run scored for Aaron Judge. A 4 for 4 game. So Judge having himself quite a game today. And here's the 1-1. And Bellinger hits that to center field. And play is made by Martinez. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 8th. So it's an 0 for 4 game for Bellinger. So Bellinger not having himself a good game. Goldie is up to bat now. Paul Goldschmidt is up to bat. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Once again, tying run is at first base. Yankees are down by 1 run. It's a 3-2 game. Let's see what Goldschmidt does. And the pitch to Goldschmidt. is a strike. MLB TV being MLB TV right now. So it's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. And here's the 0-1. And Judge steals second base. So a stolen base for Judge. It's an 0-2 count. Judge making things happen in this game. So 0-2 count now to Paul Goldschmidt. Judge steals second base. So now the tying run is at second base. Judge creating opportunities here. And it's an 0-2 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Runners on second with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Yankees looking to tie up the game. And here's the 0-2. And it's a swing and a miss as Goldschmidt is down on strikes. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Not what we wanted to see. So Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be coming to the plate here. I had to do a little reset here on MLB TV. So I do apologize. So it is 1 ball, no strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tying run is at second as swing and a miss by Jazz. So it's 1-1 now to Jazz Chisholm. Yankees will love to tie the game up here in the top of the 8th. It's a 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Judge at second base. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jazz. So it's a 2-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. As Gaddis sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Yankees will love to tie the game up here. So big pitch coming up as Gaddis sets. Here's the 2-2. Way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count now to Jazz. Another crucial pitch coming up. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. And Jazz does call time. So crucial pitch, another crucial pitch coming up. A hit from Jazz can tie up this game here, folks. As Jazz is ready to go, Gaddis is ready to go. It is 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2, and Jazz gets a piece of it. It is fouled off. Still staying alive. So big nail biter inning here, folks. Big nail biter inning. It is still a full count here. It's a 3-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second, top of the 8th here. Guardians have a 3-2 lead. Got his sets. Oh, what happened here? Oh, they said time. So he couldn't get the pitch off on time. So therefore, Jazz will take first base, I believe. So, yep. So time expired. Jazz takes first. So we got runners on first and second for Anthony Volpe, folks. So it is up to Anthony Volpe to make something happen here, as Gaddis took too long. And it looks like there is going to be a visit on the mound. So, yeah, the pitch clock expired, and umpire called it off and said pitch clock expired. Jazz takes first. Pitching coach out there talking with Gaddis. The infield and the catcher are in there having a meeting. So big inning here, folks. Big inning. So Gaddis trying to get out of this inning. Yankees will love to at least tie it up here. Let's see what Volpe can do. This is a big at bat here, folks. It is up to Anthony Volpe now. So the game will resume. So 2 outs here. Top of the 8th. Runners on first and second. Tying run is at second base. Gaddis sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss to Anthony Volpe for strike 1. Runners in scoring position, 1 for 5 for the Yankees. They have left 5 men on base. The Guardians, 3 for 9. They have left 6 men on base. And here's the 0-1. Missed outside. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. So 1-1 count, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Runners on first and second. Yankees will love to tie the game up here. Here's the 1-1. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. So it is a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second, 1-2 count to Volpe. Here's the pitch. It is high. It is a 2-2 count now. So this is definitely a nail biter of an inning here. Dominguez is waiting on deck. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Gaddis sets. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses for out number 3. Yankees leave 2 stranded. That does end the top of the 8th. We are going to the bottom of the 8th. So Yankees just could not execute once again with runners in scoring position. And Volpe has struck out. So Yankees had an opportunity there, just could not execute on that opportunity. And once again, the Yankees could not get it done with runners in scoring position, folks. And it was the pitch was definitely outside the strike zone. But still a 3-2 game. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Yankees will have one last chance in the top of the 9th. Let's just hope that they don't give up any runs in here in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully it's still a 1-run game in the top of the 9th, folks. But the bat's just not getting it done tonight, folks. The only highlight really is Volpe. Or not Volpe, Aaron Judge with a 4-for-4 game. I mean, what more can you ask for? Oh, Timothy says unreal. Yeah, unreal is right, man. Unreal is right. But yeah, Volpe and Jazz just not having good at bats. Just hasn't been great. So with the top of the 9th, that should be Dominguez, probably Austin Wells, and then Oswaldo Cabrera. Those would be your 3, I would imagine. So, yeah, a few things went wrong in this game. But it sucks, too, because Will Warren pitched such a good game, man. He really did. But unfortunately, just this game just kind of went upside down in the bottom of the 6th, and the Guardians have been in control. But it looks like the game will resume here shortly. But once again, I do appreciate all of you hanging out for the play-by-play. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So bottom of the 8th should start here. We are back to the game. It is a 3-2 game. The Guardians are leading. And Luke Weaver's in the game, folks. He's taken over pitching duties here in the bottom of the 8th. as Monzardo takes strike one. So 0-1 count to Monzardo. And it's a grounder hit right to Goldschmidt. He will take it to first base, steps on the bag for out number one. And that'll bring up Carlos Santana to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. So Santana with 2 strikeouts and a ground out in today's game. As Weaver pitches to Santana for ball one, it's a 1-0 count to Santana. So 1 ball, no strikes to Santana. Yankees trailing in this game 3-2. They were leading most of the game until the bottom of the 6th. As Santana fouls that one off, it is 1-1 now to Santana. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Santana, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And the pitch from Weaver, it is fouled back. It is 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Santana. Smith is warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Weaver sets. And here's the pitch. And that ball is popped up in foul territory. Paul Goldschmidt is right there to make the play for out number 2. And the Yankees are 1 out away from from coming out of the bottom of the 8th. Dominguez, Wells, Cabrera will be due up here in the top of the 9th. So it is up to them to keep the game alive, at least try to tie up the game and hopefully maybe take the lead. And we have Bo Naylor at the plate, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. He fouls up, pops the first pitch. It is fouled. It is 0-1 to Bo Naylor. Smith is warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians, who should be coming in the 9th inning to try and close this game out. And here's the 0-1. It is 1-1 now to Bo Naylor. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Guardians have a 3-2 lead. Here's the pitch from Weaver. Swing and a miss. The count now is 1-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Weaver can get a strikeout here on the 1-2. That pitch is popped up, out of play. Souvenir for a fan. So still a 1-2 count for Bo Naylor. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees trying to get out of this inning. Angel Martinez is waiting on deck for the Guardians. As Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. And it is fouled. So Naylor staying alive. Purge. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 8th. Smith will be coming into the game to try and close things out here in the top of the 9th for the Guardians. And here's the 1-2. And that is popped up. Cabrera is looking. Looks like he could make the play. He does make the play in foul territory for out number 3. So last chance here for the New York Yankees, top of the ninth coming up. We are in a commercial break, so we will be right back with the game. Commercial break coming up. So one last chance for the Yankees to hopefully tie up the game and hopefully take the lead and then close out the game in the bottom of the ninth. But your 7, 8, 9 batters are coming up. It'll be Dominguez, Wells, Cabrera. So let's see what the Yankees end up doing here in the top of the ninth. Yeah, Weaver is definitely very good. Yeah, Timothy, 7, 8, 9 batters coming up, man. So, but once again, I do appreciate everybody hanging out, tuning in while I'm doing this play-by-play. Trust me, whenever the Yankees are losing or not playing well, I know I look calm. I know I keep calm. I don't lose my mind. But trust me, I am frustrated. I'm just trying to keep my cool for all of you. So, and it's good for me to keep my cool. Just saying. But the Yankees are down 3-2. They were leading most of the game till the bottom of the sixth, and the Yankees bats just weren't coming through, and then just a few bad defensive mishaps in the bottom of the sixth as well. So when it rains, it pours, folks. When it rains, it pours. Yeah, so even killed. I know. I'm sure a lot of folks that are watching this, when the Yankees are not playing well, I'm sure folks are probably wondering, like, how does this dude stay so calm? I don't know, man. So Yankees have one last game tomorrow against Cleveland. 3 games set starting on Friday against Toronto. Next week, they travel to Baltimore. And then after that Baltimore series, they will host the Tampa Bay Rays at the stadium. That's all we can do is stay positive, man. But we are back to the game here. Dominguez, first pitch, hits it to center field, and he pops out on the first pitch. So it's a 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the ninth. So 2 more outs to go. Austin Wells coming to the plate. A home run would tie up the game here, folks. A home run would definitely tie up the game. And first pitch to Wells is ball 1. Yeah, Chua letting us know that the Orioles struggled against the Nationals. And Wells pops that one up. And play is made by Martinez for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the ninth. It is all on Oswaldo Cabrera to try to keep this game alive. He's 0 for 3 tonight, so let's see if he can keep the game alive. And here's the pitch, and it is a grounder hit to Arias, throws over to first base, and the game is over, folks. Yankees lose another series. They lose this game 3-2. So everything just pretty much fell apart for the Yankees in the bottom of the sixth, folks. That's when all the trouble began. Yankees lose this game. They lose this series to the Cleveland Guardians, and this one definitely deserves. David, I don't know how you put this game on Boone. I really don't, man. The players still have to go out there and perform. They got to execute. They got to. When are we going to hold the players accountable? Yeah, exactly. Fire Boone. Fire Boone, fire Cashman. Plain and simple. They fell apart in the 6th inning. a couple of defensive misplays. It just wasn't. It just what Mark Leiter Jr. just didn't have a good game. But just tonight, just didn't work out for the Yankees. It should have. The problem is in tonight's game. For most of the game, they were leading 1-0. At one point, it was 2-0. They had a 2-0 lead. Will Warren was pitching. He pitched a great game, so his start just went to complete waste. The bats just didn't perform today. So, I am looking at the bats. The bats had opportunity. They had guys on base. They could have scored with runners in scoring position. So, what are you going to do? Susan, Stephen B was being sarcastic. But Yankees had opportunities. I'm kind of putting this on the Yankees bats. I'm sorry, but I am going to put this on the Yankees bats. They had runners in scoring position. They were getting the hits, right? I mean, if we look at let's look at the scoreboard here. I mean, they had 6 hits. They only got 2 runs. You look at the Yankees runners in scoring position. They were 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They left 7 men on base. But yeah, this does kind of fall on the Yankees bats. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true, right? Will Warren, he went 5 innings. Struck out 5, walked 1. Unfortunately, the 2 runs were on him because when he was taken out of the game, he was responsible for the runners on base. Leiter, unfortunately, ended up, giving up the 1 run, but the 2 other runs were on Warren once again. But Yankees bats just couldn't get anything going, folks. But yeah, but honestly, what do you want Boone to say or do? I mean, he's not going to trash his team on national TV, right? He's not going to say the things that he'll say to the players. We don't know what conversations he's having with the players, and the players like Boone. So I mean, the players' words are more important than our words, unfortunately. But whatever, we could slice and dice it however we want. We could put it on Boone. We could say whoever's fault it was. If you want to blame Boone, you could blame Boone. I mean, 6th inning was garbage too, like Stephen B says. It was bad fundamentals. So there was just mistakes being made. A few mistakes in the 6th inning on the Yankees defense. But we could slice and dice it however we want. But then this game they lost. Plain and simple. And David Cohen, with all due respect, man, I do notice though, and I don't mean any disrespect. I got no problems with you. You're a cool guy. You and I, we get along great. But I noticed every time the Yankees lose, you pop in and immediately it's all Boone. So bro, I don't know what to tell you there. Yeah, stop making errors. But hey, again, players they get paid to do their job. They get paid to do their job, man. They get paid to do their job. That they get paid to play the game and make those plays. But unfortunately, they didn't execute. It's as simple as that. Yeah, too many double plays. I mean, well, as of late, yes. It's two double plays they hit into today. So that prediction came true today. So yeah, another loss for the Yankees, another series loss. I believe it is Carlos Rodon there, Susan. Let me check that for you, but I'm pretty sure it's Carlos Rodon. Yes, it is Carlos Rodon on the mound tomorrow, so hopefully he can get a win tomorrow. Yeah, Carlos Rodon does pitch tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, look, once again, we could slice and dice this game all we want. Bottom line, they freaking lost. They freaking lost. That's it. It's as simple as that. They shouldn't have lost, but they did. You know, what are you going to do? You hope they don't get swept tomorrow, right? I mean, I'll take 1 out of 3. I'd rather take 1 out of 3 than this team getting swept. I'd rather take a series win personally, but you know, let's just see what happens. You know what? Yeah, but you know what, David? For me, if I'm a manager of a team, especially New York Yankees, I'm not going to give the media any ammunition, especially New York media. I'm not giving those guys any ammunition. I'm just going to be very like, I'm going to say what I need to say and then get in, get out. You know, I don't want to give New York media any ammunition. That's just me though, man. Because you know how New York media is, especially when it comes to sports. But bottom line, Yankees lost. Yeah, Stephen B. That's what it boils down to. Bottom line, Yankees lost. That's it. End of story. So we sliced it and diced it. We have our complaints. We ranted here a little bit. We vented, but nothing we can do. The loss doesn't change. It doesn't change. Unfortunately, they plain and simple, they lost. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there was a few bad calls for sure. The umpire, but this is something that we got to get used to. Umpires are going to make bad calls all the freaking time. This ain't going nowhere until the ABS system comes around. But I'm trying not to use that as an excuse why the Yankees lost. The Yankees lost because they just couldn't execute. It's as simple as that. All right, Desiree, you take it easy. All right. Have a good night. We'll talk later. But like I said, I don't know what Boone's going to say. Well, I don't know what Boone is going to say in the press conference. I'll probably listen to it later when Yes Network uploads it. I don't really listen to a lot of the press conferences, honestly, because it's like, Boone's going to say what he's going to say. It's still not going to change the result. They lost, plain and simple. But folks, we could go on forever. We could talk for, even a few more hours and, talk about why. But, Yankees lost. I'm over it. Really, I'm over it. Let's focus on tomorrow. All right, let's hope the Yankees can win tomorrow. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, folks, just to kind of keep you all in the loop, tomorrow's game is in the afternoon. I don't know if I don't know if I'll be doing the play-by-play. There's a 50-50 chance. It's just due to my work schedule. I got to see how I feel after work. I'd rather be like present and full of energy, but it kind of depends. It's gonna be a long day at work. Not to make excuses. You know how much I love doing the play-by-plays. I don't like to miss it. But let me see how I feel. And let me see if what the work schedule is going to look like. But 50-50 chance of a play-by-play, but do pay attention, do hit that notification. Yeah, I mean, you got to put the best face on a loss. I mean, you can't get the emotions. You can't let the emotions get to you, and that is hard to do for a manager. I don't care what anybody says. It's a tough job. If it was easy, we'd all be doing it. But folks, do stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the play-by-play for tomorrow. Again, 50-50 chance. I would love to do it. Hopefully I can do it because you know how much I love doing these play-by-plays. I love having all of you on, being present, being very active in the chats. It is greatly appreciated. But once again, the Yankees lose tonight 3-2. They lose the series. Another series loss for the Yankees. But you hope that they will be able to win tomorrow so they can avoid the sweep. But that's all we can do. That's all we can do is hope that they win tomorrow. Yeah, I don't envy Boone's job, dude. Nope. As much as it's a dream to manage the Yankees, I can't. The stress that goes into managing this team or any baseball team, I'm good, but he's getting paid. He's getting paid, right? These guys are getting paid to deal with all that. So, I suppose if we were getting paid that money, we'd be dealing with it too. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. But folks, once again, thank you all for tuning in. You guys and gals are the best. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit the like button on the way out. If you haven't yet, hit the like button on the rerun. If you're watching this on the rerun, if you are new to this channel, if you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Continue spreading the word. Let's continue growing out the Strike Zone community. Let's get more and more subscribers. I want to meet more new fans, more fans. So if you're a fan of another team, let me know. I always love interacting with different fans from other teams. So if you're out there, hit that subscribe button, join in. But folks, have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your Tuesday evening. Hopefully I see you all tomorrow. If not, I'll see you all the next time. All right. Have a great night, everybody. And as always, let's go Yankees, and we're out.